As captains, what do you hope for the team in the years to come?
Well, hopefully I'm captain next year, but I think we want to keep.
Oh, you're
He'll be
not
captain. He'll be captain.
I'll be.
this year.
Hopefully.
No, he's captain this year. No,
Oh,
no,
okay, I was
he's a
gonna
captain.
say Kyler is lying.
No, he's a captain.
Welcome back to the second episode of this season of The Growl. For all things from postseason updates to talking to this season's champs, I'm Addie Kearns.
And I'm Giada DiCaprio.
Today we have senior forward Raiko Budorov and center back Roman Elizaga. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
All right, congrats on finishing a successful season. You guys went 13-2-4. Could you share what accomplishments you are most proud of from this season?
Well, for me, I think we had a better clean sheet than last season, so I think that's a huge accomplishment for the defensive side.
Offensively, we managed to score the most goals in program history in a season, which was a good accomplishment, as well as being like a forward and attacker. It helps with the team. I know defensively we were really solid this year. They had 2 clean sheets, which is a lot better than what we had last year. So you're seeing the overall improvement of the team the past few seasons has been good.
What do you think the biggest challenge from this season was for you guys?
Okay.
You got it.
Well, I think it was our first loss against the Hilliard teams.
Yeah.
We played them back to back, and we lost both of those games 1-0. It was just felt like that was our lowest point of the season. It was just really hard to kind of make a comeback, but we were able to. So, but yeah, that was just really difficult.
Yeah. No, I agree with Roman. I think the tie to Tangi when we were up 3-1 and then gave up 2 goals in the last minute kind of brought us down, like our confidence and our motivation a little bit, which I mean that went into the Hilliard schools where we lost 2 games in a row. But after that, I think we picked it up and were able to reestablish our rhythm and like excel. Oh my God, that's so hard. Like the way we've excelled throughout the season. So.
Yeah. What did you do to make a comeback from that?
I think it was just like everyone was a lot more focused in training. They knew that like our game after those 2 Hilliards was Jerome, so we knew it was going to take a big performance for us to get the win with them being a tough team. So just like the mental strength that all of us had going into that game was a lot better, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't really just about like technical ability. It was more just your perspective and your mentality, really. And so we just had a positive attitude, and we were able to come back.
Okay. Raiko, you were named OCC Player of the Year, first team All-OCC, and first team All-District. And Roman, you got second team. What do these accolades mean to you?
Well, for me, funny story. I didn't realize I was second team until today. On Instagram, it was posted, and yeah, I didn't even check the OCC, like whatever it was, and so I figured out I was second team, and I think that's a huge accomplishment as a junior. I'm really proud of it, and yeah, hope to get first team next year.
Yeah. For me, I think I couldn't have done it without the team. Truthfully, I think all of them like helped me to strive what I wanted and like the attributions I was trying to do. So them being able to create the chances and helping me get the opportunities to score was a huge factor. So without the team and without every guy individually, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So I respect the team in every aspect throughout the season.
As athletes, how do you maintain good mental health?
For me, I think it's just making sure that you kind of built those challenges up before you start playing, because I think once you get into a game, it's more like of instincts than it is of like actually preparing yourself, because you're just in the game and in the moment. So that's establishing good rhythm in trainings, making sure that you're getting the right reps, getting the right feel of what you're doing, and from there I think that's going to help you boost your confidence and your capability when you're in game. So.
Well, yeah, building off that, it's just really hard to have a good mentality all the time. I mean, especially as a defender, I mean, when you get scored on, I mean, it hurts a lot. And I mean, like, I know some players that think about it like at night, and like, it just ruins them. So like, we have like this saying, just whenever you mess up, we say next action. So like, don't think about the past and just keep moving forward. And I think that's how most of our team keeps a positive attitude most of the time.
Okay. Congratulations, Raiko, on breaking the school's record for 22 goals this season. What are some things that you have done that have helped you, that have led you to this success?
I would say it's all kind of been preparation throughout the years. Like I started playing when I was 3 years old, and then I started to do it competitively at like 6 or 7. So like all those years of preparation and work of doing it in the yard, usually by myself. I mean, it can be tough sometimes because you don't want to take the time to go out there and practice and push yourself. But I think that's the biggest thing, is making sure you do it individually, but then also your teammates, when they can help you out, when they can give you a hand and create the chances and the opportunities. I would say that's what the biggest factor is.
As captains, what do you hope for the team in the years to come?
I think one thing is just chemistry. I think we need to keep the team together. There's some teams that, I mean, even though they're like a team, it doesn't feel like they really are. I mean, they're like segregated by grades. So I mean, not to like, for example, last season it was more like the seniors were like, they were this huge clique, and then it was the juniors and then one sophomore. But it was just like they were split up. So I mean, just keeping them united, keeping them together, because that's sometimes just playing as a team is the most important part.
Yeah, no, I think leading off of Roman, like I think from last season, it has changed a lot. We were kind of more individuals than we were this year. This year we were more collective as a unit, which helped a lot, which helped with our performance. So for next year's team, the only thing I can say is just make sure that you have an even better bond, because I think that they will really need to be on the same page as much as they can and to get results. So as long as they do that, they should be fine.
Could you talk more about your team's dynamic?
One thing we did differently was in the summer we went to, where did we go? Oh, we went to Ohio Northern University. We had like a camp for the weekend, and I think the seniors and juniors and sophomores, they got to like, I think, hang out more together, because it wasn't just soccer. I mean, we were staying in dorms together, so I mean, it was really funny, and I think that built chemistry a lot more than it would have last season. So.
Yeah, no, I think we did team dinners every Monday as well, which I think boosted the team morale while we were going, eating with each other and like socializing. I think that helped everyone get closer together, which is important. We did the same thing last year, but it was kind of, again, like seniors would sit with each other, juniors were with each other, and sophomores were with each other. So this year was a lot more intermixed, like all the grades were sitting with each other, which was good. So, yeah.
Although the outcome wasn't ideal, how do you think the rivalry with Olentangy affected the district's finals game?
All right, well, the first time we played Olentangy this season where we tied them, it was like a very different atmosphere. I mean, we were winning 3-1 the whole time, and I mean, when they tied it up, we left that game feeling like we could have beat them the next time we played them. And I mean, I think that kept us motivated the rest of the season, and so I think that built tensions by the time we played the district finals. So it's going to even be tougher next season. I think from all these past games, it's going to be knowing Olentangy has like basically won all of those games we've played them. I mean, I think that gives us more motivation to win against Tangy.
Yeah, for me, I would say Tangy's always been an emotional battle. Like whenever you play another Olentangy school, it's always tough, especially them, because they're in our conference. So I even remember sophomore year, that was the last time we beat them. It was a really big game, like emotions are high, people are getting cards left and right. Same thing happened last year. We played them twice, lost both times, and this year we lost again in the district final. But it's just, I think, all about controlling your emotions, and I think we underestimated them a little bit. I thought from the first game we thought that we dominated them, which I think we did, but then going into the district final, we thought it was going to be the same sort of game, and it just wasn't. Like they were a lot, I would say, quicker, more physical than us. They wanted it more, so that desire to win, I felt like not that it dropped on our part, but it wasn't as strong as it should have been. I think the atmosphere going into the game, all of us were more, like the first time we played them, we knew that what we were up against a really good team, and I think we mentally, all of us were a lot more prepared going into it, knowing that we were going to have to grind it out a lot more. But I think going into the district final game, we kind of underestimated them a little, thinking that it was going to be the same kind of game. But I think they played a lot better as well the second game when we just saw them, and that kind of shaped a big difference on the performance and the way we played. So, and we had the red card too. One of our other starting center back, Kyler Hickey, got a red the game before, which kind of ruined our formation a little bit, and we had to switch tactics last minute, which against a big team like that, it's difficult to adjust that quickly. So I think that hurt us as well.
Do you think the student section should be more present at your games?
I mean, yeah, we'd love the student section to come to our games. I mean, it's always fun when the student section, we see them. I mean, they yell funny things, and I think it changes the atmosphere a lot, especially at the district finals. I think that impacted some of our players' mentality. But I think it just makes games more fun that way. There was one game against Jerome. It was raining though, but it was like you could hear like the rain dropping on the ground, so it was like really quiet. I mean, games like that are just, I mean, they're still fun, but they're like, I guess it's just, yeah, it's lame, I guess. But
No, I think the best student section we probably had was our first game against Tangi in the second half. It was pretty good then, which I think when you have friends there supporting you and you see people in your school that are there, it just kind of like brings you up a little bit. It gives you more motivation, more excitement to perform even better. So I think it's cool to have people at your games just because it helps your performance and it makes you more motivated. So.
Thank you, Raiko and Roman, for coming out to talk to us today. Congratulations on your season and good luck next year.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Okay.
Good.